So rude. You can't bite me. It's my birthday. That's just mean. Did you know that? Hello. Hello. Don't attack me. Oh my god, he's gonna attack me. He's gonna bite the crap. The last 2 days, he's been just nothing but a menace, wanting to bite everything. Thank you. Thank you. It is my birthday. I'm not celebrating my birthday technically today. I'm celebrating with my family later in the month because, like, I can't do it today. I can't. There's too much going on. But I do have a cake and I do have dinosaur candles because I may be 26 years old, but you're never too old to like dinosaurs. I would have gone to like a museum and seen dinosaurs, but there's just so much going on. There's too many things happening. So I figured I would start the live if you've been here a while or even recently with my like Brad Mondo video that kind of popped off a little bit, where I've been for the last like 2 months. Okay. So I had been going into what I didn't know at the time was autistic burnout. And then my asthma, like we had been planning back up. Okay, so we had been planning this trip to visit my family in what do you call it? Work, Michigan. For like over a year, I want to say, and we had like bought everything: plane tickets, car rental, hotel room, everything, the itinerary or whatever planned. And then I had a really severe asthma attack that lasted, I want to say a week, an entire week of an asthma attack. Like I didn't really know what it was at the time. I took like my inhaler and everything, and I was just like, it's not helping. And I almost passed out a few times. So I was like, okay, you know what? This is not cute or fun or fresh. So let me go to urgent care and figure out what's happening. They're like, yeah, it's probably your asthma. I've gotten like 4 or 5 EKGs. Oh my God, where did all of you come from? Jesus Christ. I turned for 1 second. It's like two people. And I turned back and there's 21 people in here. Okay, we're talking about my visit to the ER. So I went to urgent care and they're like, yeah, it's probably just asthma. So they prescribed me an inhaler. I have like 4 inhalers now. Okay. And so I went home and I was like, well, at least I went to the doctor or whatever. And because I don't have a regular doctor because they don't take, I have Medicaid. So they're like, nope, you're too poor, get out. So I was like, fine, whatever. And it didn't go away. It didn't go away. And I was like, am I dying? Is this my final moments? I should have written my will sooner. Turns out it was persistent, what is it? Persistent asthma or something like that. So I was having an asthma attack for a week straight. Just flat out week straight. I thought I was having a heart attack. Literally, I could feel my heart beating in a way that was not normal. I mean, I do have a heart arrhythmia too, but I was like, mm. So I went to the ER and I waited for like maybe 10, 20 minutes. And then they were like, okay, next, what's your symptoms? And they were like, oh, you need to go back now. So I went to the ER and I was there for 5 hours and they gave me a, what is it? Saline drip. They gave me a steroid drip thing. And then they were like, don't panic, but you could potentially have a pulmonary embolism. What in the world? People throwing stuff. Stop throwing things. Jesus. Okay. People being trash, human trash, literally throwing shit outside. Honestly, there's like rabbits who live out there too. You know what? I might just complain to management because I don't fuck with that at all. I'm gonna be a Karen real quick. Anyway, so I was in there for 5 hours. They gave me a nebulizer treatment, which they did give me at urgent care as well. So they gave me that. They gave me another EKG like immediately. They gave me an X-ray of my lungs. And then they were like, you might have a pulmonary embolism, which is a blood clot in your lungs. I was like, because what is it called? They give you like a blood test, and it's called like a D dimer, and normally it's like 0.5, and mine was 0.58, and I was like, so they gave me a CAT scan. And then they give you a CAT scan with contrast. So they basically like put iodine in your IV. Hello, Scott. and it literally makes you feel like you're peeing yourself. I was like, what is this? But that came back negative. So I don't have that. It's literally just, it's like persistent chronic asthma. So they put me on 2 different types of medication. And obviously, because of that, it happened it happened for a week, but it was getting pretty severe like 2 days before I was supposed to leave for my trip. And so we're like, well, it has to cancel the trip. So like all of our other family, well, not all of our other family, but most of our immediate family went on the trip anyway. Because they had bought everything, hotels and things. So I was just like, whatever. I guess they'll just have to go. And I'll be here by myself. Well, I'm not here by myself because my grandpa's in the other room. You're 12 years old. Noe? Is that how you pronounce your name? Today a stranger would call. It does not mean a nice person. That is a bad word. And you are too young to know what that means. Just know that it's bad and that they're really mean for calling you that, okay? Thank you, Angel, for subbing and liking. Heart palpitations. Yeah, I have like a heart arrhythmia. It's a benign heart arrhythmia, but sometimes when I lay down at night because of my asthma, I get really bad heart palpitations, even if I'm not moving. If I'm just like this and they just happen for no reason. Thank you, bestie. Birthday. Hello, Angel. It was my uncle. Your uncle's a bad man. Your uncle's a very mean, bad man, and you should not talk to him anymore if possible. Thank you. Thank you. I actually got them from the dollar store because I have not been to the optometrist since I was like, I don't even know. I don't like going to the doctor. Apparently that's like, I've been doing like a lot of research because I am making a video about it, but I just recently, like as in like a month ago, got diagnosed with like actually like fully diagnosed. I had like a little thing before, but this is like a full on, like on paper, I can put it on my medical record, diagnosis for autism. And it was so stressful. Oh my gosh, there were so many things that happened, so many like all over the place. I was just like, ugh. But apparently autistic people don't like going to the doctor. I know a lot of neurotypical people or allistic people don't like going to the doctor as well, but it's like some kind of intense fear or something. I don't like doing it. It's too bright. I think that's what it is. It's probably just like having to communicate with people and not being able to understand or being able to predict or script what they're going to say. And then also the overstimulation of constantly having to talk to somebody, not being able to relax. Everything's too bright in every single medical situation. It's just too much. It's just, oh, thank you. I cut my hair because Brad said my hair looked like trash. I was like, you know what? He might have a point. So let me do that real quick. So I think it looks better. I just did my Japanese hair straightening treatment yesterday, like my touch up for my roots because they were looking really puffy. So now my hair is flat. I think it looks nice. I'm actually 26. A lot of people, when I used to work at my old job, people would be like, I didn't think they let 12-year-olds work behind the counter. And I was like, that is so rude. I don't look 12, do I? I don't think I look 12. Please. I got that a lot. Even like in like when I was like 22 or 23 or 24, there'd be people in my comment section saying, I thought you were literally like 16. I will forever have the curse of being ID'd, I guess. I also heard that like autistic people look younger for whatever reason. I know it's a neurodevelopmental disorder, but like there's something about it that makes them look younger. I don't know. 18's not bad. 18's not bad, but it also is kind of bad when the amount of creeps that are like, hello, madam. Like, if I look 18, why are you talking to me? You're like 47. Please, no. I hate going to the hospital. I went many times to the hospital for my stomach. 5th grade, I was also bullied for being skinny and my body shut down. So I was put on IV and stayed overnight. Oh my gosh. That's like one of my biggest fears is like being admitted to the hospital because I just visited the ER for like 5 hours. Like, but I was really, really worried that I was going to be admitted to the hospital. And I was like, oh, I don't know about that. Because like you can't see him, but my cat is right here. And I don't want to like leave him here by himself. And my grandpa is disabled, so he can't necessarily take care of him in the way, so I was like, ugh, it's so being in the hospital is so stressful, especially when you have like pets or animals or like other things that you need to do or that rely on you. So stressful. And also just like, you never, like my grandpa's been in and out of the hospital a lot, the last like 5 years. And hello, don't jump on my cake. I don't know if you can see him. There he goes. But it's just like you never get to rest. There's like every few minutes, there's like somebody coming in or out, in or out, in or out. And I just like, I don't think I could, they'll be so overstimulating. I don't think I'd be able to handle it. Oh no, your grandpa died. I'm sorry about that. My grandpa is over there, obviously, but my grandma died like 3 years ago, I want to say. And it's been really weird because it's like, it's the way that you miss them is weird because you'll be like, oh my God, they love this. I know that they like this thing. So let me give them a call. And you're like, oh, but I can't. I don't think I've ever actually like fully gone through with calling because, you obviously like your grandparents, even if they pass away, they still have a number that they used to use. And I think that they redistribute your number to somebody else. But so you can call it for a certain amount of time and hear their voicemail. But after that, so I feel like that might be comforting in a way if like his voicemail still works, so you can still hear his voice, or you can take like clips of his voice and put it in like a bear, and that way whenever you want to hear his voice, you can just like click the bear, because I've seen that on TikTok where people give people like voice things in their thing for comfort kind of thing. I guess, I don't know. I'm sorry about your grandpa though. People passing is always difficult. I don't really know how to handle people passing very well. I kind of just, it's kind of like with with Sheldon in, was it Little Sheldon or whatever? I don't know. The show with Sheldon in it, his own little show when he was a kid. And when his father passed away, he kind of didn't know how to process it. That's exactly how I process death as well. So I don't really know. I think I started YouTube when I was 16. And then I uploaded, it was like such a shit video. It was like so grainy and so ugly. And I was in this class in high school that did the morning announcements kind of thing. And then the kids in my morning announcements class played it, and then I deleted it, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. But then I started back up, obviously. So I think it was 2016. I was 16, I want to say. Yes. But I haven't been really that consistent at it because being consistent at things is hard for me. So I also went because my arm was going numb. First, it was my finger, then it spread to my forearm. So I might have something wrong with my nerves. Yeah, maybe something with nerves, or maybe like a connective tissue thing. I don't know. There's so many things, like, because I know people who have connective tissue disorders who have that. I know people who have like FND who have that. So it's like, or fibromyalgia or something. There's too many things. It's too many constant things. I don't know. Because with like, or yeah, I don't know. Or you could have like a whole host of things. I'm not really sure. When you were 6, dang, I didn't get internet access until I was 13. So I don't think, like, I didn't get like my first phone, but it was like one of those ones where it was like, it's like the little BlackBerry thing with the keyboard that pushes to the side, So I couldn't really go on the internet anyway. And I remember I set up my very first Instagram account when I was like 13, 14 on my laptop. Oh my God, it was such a different time. Everything is so weird now. And now they're having all this AI stuff and like the stuff with YouTube now where they're like, you have to upload a photo of your ID if you want to be able to use YouTube. Not gonna lie, I love YouTube and I've loved YouTube since I was, since I first had internet access. I'm not uploading a photo of my ID for YouTube. I'm just not. Hopefully they can like tell by my tattoos and things that I am not under the age of 18. But I'm not doing that. That's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I mean, I know they're trying to stay in line with like the UK rules for YouTube, but like, I'm not uploading my government ID to YouTube. What kind of nonsense is that? I'm not doing that. That's so weird. I do not have a Snapchat. When I turned 25, I was like, oh, I'm too old for this. I'm not doing that. We are getting old. We're like a hop, skip, and a jump away from 30. Which is really weird to say because I don't feel like an almost 30-year-old person. But, I don't know. There's always something wrong with your body. There might be like a, like, you know how like you can have like POTS or something, and then POTS has like this and this and this kind of things that go with it. It might be like that, where you have like something like that. So you have like a main reason. We'll just stick with POTS, and then you have like nerve pain, and then weakness and fatigue, and like, you know, anemia and that kind of stuff. So that might be what it might be. You'd have to figure out like the root cause and like follow the trail of the symptoms back to the thing. I don't know. I do have cake and I do have candles. Look at my candles. And then I showed this at the beginning, but look, dinosaur candles. And I ordered a lighter because I don't have one. Look at this ugly fuck ass lighter this guy got me. What is this? What is this? I did not want this. Garbage. Garbage. I wanted a cute, like, sparkly pink one. He's like, oh, sorry, would you like something else? And I was like, oh, any other lighter will do. I didn't mean this when I said every other lighter will do. Thank you very much. That there's nothing to be proud of in America right now. Thank you very much. The ugliest lighter. I'm debating covering it in duct tape or something, because that's just like, that's garbage, honestly. Yeah, that's the problem with like the healthcare system in the United States, is that like everything costs. Nothing is free. So in order to figure out what you want, what you might have, it takes so much money and so much time. And you know, you could be just like written off for anything. They'll be like, oh, but when's the last time you had your period? It's probably just anxiety. That's probably what it is. It's like, I'm dying every day, please. Luckily, I've never had that. I don't know if the healthcare system in Virginia is different to other states, but I don't know. I've heard a lot of horror stories of people being like, hello, my arm has fallen off and is sitting in the sink. Please help me. And they're like, you just have anxiety. Plus, it's your uterus. So here, take some ibuprofen and have a nice day. Like, I would be in a murderous rage if that happened to me, to be honest with you. Glue and glitter, exactly. Because, yeah, that'd probably be smart. I don't know if the tape would react to this or not. Probably not. I don't know. Have fun reading the Bible. So yeah, I figured at the end of the stream, because I'm only gonna stream for like an hour because my grandpa wants to go on a walk. I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna like put my candles in there and then blow them out and then go eat the cake, because I got a strawberry shortcake thing from Wegmans, being fancy. I was gonna get one from like a local bakery, but they were like $70. I was like, oh, I mean, I have $70, but do I want to spend it on a cake? No. Maybe for my 25th birthday I would have, because I could have gotten like, I mean, I did have like that what's funnier than 24, 25 thing, like the edible print on my cake, but not for 26. 26 is not really like a milestone birthday, is it? I feel like 25, 30, 40, 50, those are like milestone birthdays. This is just like an everyday, whatever kind of thing. Not every day, because your birthday's not every day, but you know what I mean. It's like not that special. Buddy, what are you doing? Please don't bite me. I think he knows it's my birthday, because all the attention is going on me today and not on him. And he's like, I don't like that. Please refrain. Please pay attention to me. Thank you very much. But yeah, the last like year, hello? What? No. The last like month has been a lot. And you know, when you get certain diagnosis, you can like, you have kind of like imposter syndrome, or you like gaslight yourself. So I'm like, well, I was able to like talk to this person for like when I went to go pick up a package, like, cause I live in an apartment. Gnats. I live in an apartment, and there's like a leasing office where you can like pick up your packages and stuff. And I was like, but I was able to talk to the postman when I went to pick up my package. So am I actually autistic? And it's like, girl, be so fucking for real. What are you talking about? You were able to talk to the postman, so you're not actually like, you know, it's just like self-doubting things that you're just like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Like, why would you even say that? Like, obviously, I don't know as much as a board certified is she a therapist or psychologist? I don't know. Whoever diagnosed me. That's, you know. So it's been a little bit like, excited because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this thing finally, like this diagnosis for why I do things the way that I do. And then it's like, oh, and then I'm going to have this thing for the rest of my life. Yeah. So it's like back and forth, you know. Um, I finished half of it yesterday and some today, only half of the words I had to do. Well, that's good. I can't really focus enough to do like work, like school work kind of things or like reading things because like my mind will get like lost. So I'll be like reading and then I'll realize I haven't read the page for the last like 3 pages. I'm like, what is happening? My eyes are moving, but I'm not reading the page. So I'm like, well, now I have to go back. And then that takes even more time. Because I have ADHD, which is ADHD and autism. So I'm like, it's the inattentiveness of this and then the routine and the structure of this. So it's like, you know, back and forth. It's been stressful, real stressful. And then, you know, you have to deal with like the people in your life who don't really believe you that you have those things. And it's just like, I don't think you know more than a psychologist, but okay. You know, because they're like, well, because I got mine. I mean, I don't want to spoil too much because I am going to make a video about it, but I did mine online, like a Zoom call kind of thing. And they were like, well, how could you not do it in person? Or, you know, you get the classic comments of, well, I work with autistic kids and you don't act like autistic kids. And it's like, because I'm not a child, you know? So, you know, all this stuff is being different. I'm going to go to the store because I'm 28 now. Okay. Have fun at the store. Get lots of good things and such at the store. It's so hot. Oh my gosh. It's been like, the weather here has been crazy because it was like 104 like 3 days ago. And then it got down to 62 degrees. 62 degrees last night. I was like, oh my gosh. And now it's just kind of like 80 something and muggy. Ugh, it's so hot. I hate being hot. I hate it. Temperature intolerance is something that I definitely struggle with because what is this? What is this? It's so hot. And I just like, I have to have the AC on at all times, but my grandpa doesn't like the AC. So it's like a battle, a struggle for survival. Where did you go? He's judging me so hard. He's like, leave me alone. Oh my goodness. I live by like a main road, so there's always people. There's so many car people in my neighborhood or just in this part of town in general. And so they're always just ripping and running and have like those like things on the back. I don't know cars, but they have those things in the back that like make like the gunshot noises. And I'm like, what is happening? What's happening? In no way, shape, or form did you need that. Uh, bye. Um, I keep getting told I'm high functioning. So high functioning, well, they don't really use that term in like diagnostic criteria anymore. We say like low support needs. So like low support needs basically means that you still have support needs for certain things, but you can like live by yourself and you can do a lot of stuff by yourself, or you can like, you know, that kind of stuff. Like you can still be independent, but you don't need like a level 3 high support needs person, autistic person would need help with like getting dressed or using the bathroom or those kinds of things. Those support needs is like you can do those things yourself. You know, you can live by yourself, you can take care of yourself, but you still have those like social struggles or like the routine struggles and that kind of thing. So it's like the whole thing. It's too, you know, it's like it's a lot of stuff. I don't know. I'm not an expert or whatever, but from what I looked up, that's kind of what it is. I was really surprised though. My wallet is falling apart. Okay, I was really surprised though because obviously to get like an autism diagnosis you have to meet a certain level of criteria. If you don't meet all like the certain level of criteria, you're not going to get a diagnosis. So even with everything, because they changed the DSM-5 from whatever it was before to include like Asperger's and stuff into that whole definition. So yeah, it's a spectrum I mean, it's fortunate and unfortunate because, not all autistic people are the same, which is good, but it's also bad because then people are like, you're faking it. It's like, no, no. um, but I forgot what I was saying. Wow, my brain, beautiful. But there's like I think A, B, and C has like three different things, and you have to meet all of those to be considered to even be considered for an autistic diagnosis. If you don't have all those, then you won't be considered. And then it's like a few things, like two or three of D and E, and then there's something in F that I think like two or three of each of those, and then you can be diagnosed. And when I went, and she was like reading them all off, she was basically like reading each and every single thing, and was like, and your scores reflected that, and you'll see that in your report when you get that in 2 weeks. I was like, all of it? I have all of it? Like, what? I didn't think I would have every single sign or symptom on the criteria, but nope, I do. So it's great. Wonderful. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because like stuff that you didn't even realize. Like, okay, so like this is how it works, right? You have to have all the, certain levels in the DSM-5 criteria for an autism diagnosis, right? Then you have to have like a childhood reference so that it's prevalent in childhood. If it's not prevalent in childhood, then they're not going to diagnose you. And if it's not like something that you struggle with regularly, at least on like a daily basis, then they're also not going to diagnose you. These are just things that my therapists have told me. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. It's really stressful, but like there's so many things. And that's like what was my biggest worry, because I was like, okay, I have to have childhood reference. It has to be persistent in my life, and then I have to meet all the DSM-5 criteria. And if you don't get that, then you don't have autism. And then there was all these things that I was like, do I though? Do I fit this criteria? But I did. So yay. Did you know you can get a service dog for autism? I did not know that. I didn't know that. It's pretty cool. So like you can like get a dog that can like alert you if you're going to have a meltdown or a shutdown, because they can smell the chemical differences in your body. And then they can also do like a nerve training thing. So you lay down on your back, and then they put their full body weight here on your chest, and then they push on it for a while, and it resets your nervous system. I didn't know that, because autism is a disability. So I was like, and like coming to terms with the fact that you are a disabled person as an autistic person is weird. And it's a lot, because it makes you mad, because you're like, I went my entire life not knowing that I was disabled, because I didn't think about it until I was in my 20s, right? I didn't even hear really much about it, because I thought if it wasn't severe, then it wasn't autism. So it's like, it's a lot to take in, I know too much information for the randomness of things. Yeah, you probably have like a hyperfixation on information, which is also an autistic trait. Yay, learning more about yourself every day. Having autism sucks though. Like, it really does. It's not like a fun thing, it's like a stressful thing to have, because you don't understand things. You don't get why people are like, hey, that's too blunt. You can't say it like that. Or struggling with social situations, or even if you're an extroverted autistic person and you're struggling with like, your social battery runs out so fast. Like if I went to like a J-Hope concert with my auntie in March, and we were only gone for a day, like literally one day. And I went nonverbal for 2 days, and it took me over a week to recover from that. I think that was my first, from current memory, because I can't really remember anything, that was like my first real experience with going nonverbal for that long. Normally it's like I go nonverbal for a few hours, and I have to just isolate myself, and then I can come back out and interact with people. I was literally completely nonverbal for 2 days. I had to turn off the music in my car to get home, because she lives like 45 minutes away from me. And I was like, oh my God, I need to invest in communication cards, honestly, because it's, yeah. And also, when I get my real ID, I can put it on my license. So if I ever get pulled over, I'll be like, excuse me, sir, please don't arrest me. I have autism. Please, literally, it's on my license. Please. I don't know. It's also weird, like the infantilization or the fetishization of autism is so weird to me. We're not children, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. No, they're like, oh, my sweet angel baby, I could just pick you up. I will bite you. I will crawl down your pants legs and I will gnaw on your ankles. No, leave me alone. So weird. Or like they'll be like, ooh, manic pixie dream girl. I saw somebody on TikTok saying that like they'd love to have an autistic girlfriend because they could give us like stuffies and stuff, which I do love a good stuffy, but they'd give you stuffies and stuff and then that you just like let them do whatever they wanted. I was like, oh, what is your problem? No, what are you doing? It's so weird. No. I do think, I don't know. It's just weird. I feel like all of the representation has just been like men, specifically like white men, because white boys do make up the majority of diagnosis in the world of having autism. They're like, oh, you're not a white boy and you don't like trains, you're faking. So, you know, it's a struggle, but we move anyway. Yeah, my ADHD, I can't focus for 5 seconds on one thing. It's just like, no, but I need this, but I also need this. That's why it's so stressful having like ADHD at the same time, because ADHD is like impulsivity. Let's do everything. Let's try this. Let's do this. Let's have fun with this. And then your autism is like, no, but I like routine. I like consistency. I like for me to know when we're doing, what we're doing, at what time, what we're wearing, what we're eating, how much this thing is, what's on the menu, what can I get, and what's my second, third, and fourth options in case they don't have those things. So it's like, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense because I think it wasn't until 2013 that you could be diagnosed with both. They were like, no, you have one or the other. So you don't have those things. If anybody is looking for resources to take for autism, I would recommend resources to look into. I would recommend the Embrace Autism website because again, you self-doubt a lot, and I took all of like the self-administered, tests that you can take. So like there's like the RADS-R test, the CATS-Q test, the what is it, SRS or something? I don't know. There's a lot of different things you can take on that website to kind of give a little bit of validity to whoever is interviewing you for your potential autism diagnosis, but it's expensive. Okay, I paid like $950 for mine, which is on the cheaper end. I've heard people say that because obviously I'm like in a lot of autistic groups and things even before I was officially diagnosed, and they were like, oh yeah, I paid $6,000. $6,000? What do you mean you paid $6,000? What kind of test were you taking? I guess mine was cheaper because I did it online. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. And now with all the stuff that's happening, they're like, anyone who has an autism diagnosis could be put in a mental institution for any reason. And of course, as soon as I get my official diagnosis, they're like, nope, you're going in jail. You're going in brain jail and you're going to get a free lobotomy. Congratulations. So that's great. It's just wonderful. The state of everything is just so shit, Yeah, it's not good. It's not good right now. But you know what? We move anyway. I was worried about it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to be bullied out of my identity and my diagnosis right now. Like, I'm just going to do it. Just going to do it. I can afford it, and I've wanted to do it, so I'm going to do it. I literally have like a little like Pinterest board with all my goals for this year, and like that was one of them. So at least I did one thing. Don't think I've done anything else, but at least I've done that one. So yay me, completing one of my goals. I've been in such bad burnout for like such a long time. I didn't realize how badly I was in burnout until I left my last job. 5 years of burnout. Not great. Not great at all. So like I get like, again, with like the ADHD thing, the ADHD part, it's like I can't feel motivated to start doing something. And, motivating me to start doing something is very few and far between. And it's like really stressful to try and get up because I can't do it. And then I can't focus long enough to like finish it. So I have to get up every 5 seconds. Like I'm editing on my computer, and then I have to get up and walk around. Then I come back and then I get up and then I edit and I walk around. And it's just like, and then I'm like, oh, I'm walking around and I see that there's a cup and I'm like, oh, I should do dishes. And I start doing dishes and I look over and I'm like, oh, well, the trash can is full. So let me go do that. And so I pick that up and I go walk to the door and I'm like, I forgot to put my shoes back. And it's like a whole cycle of like I forget what they call it. Is it monotropic thinking that they call it? I've been like on a psychology binge, y'all. Okay. Like literally before I got my diagnosis, and even still, I'm subscribed to like several different like autistic YouTube channels. There's constant information all the time because I want to know as much as possible because I don't want to misspeak about something. And also just to help myself through certain things. I do have a Nido cube, but I don't have it right now because I'm talking with my, oh my God, I hit myself. I'm talking with my hands too much, you know? Um, yeah, the failing at a human being thing is very real. Because like there's other people who are like I don't know, 2/3 of our age who are doing so much. And I'm just like, I haven't done anything. I've been doing YouTube since 2016 and I'm still not monetized yet because I can't be bothered to like, well, I can't be bothered, but like I can't focus and I can't be consistent to save my life. So I'm thinking of potentially hiring an editor for my main channel because it's a lot to edit main channel videos. It may not seem like a lot, especially when some of mine are shorter because I don't want to waste people's time because I don't want to like have like a 30-minute video where I only really say anything for 5 minutes. I hate videos like that. That's why most of the time when I watch videos, I watch them on 2 times speed because I can't be bothered to sit and wait for you to say something, especially with people who talk slow. I'm a very fast talking person. Okay. If I have something to say, I need to get it out. And some people, like the Valley Girl voice where they talk like this and then they like can't like spit it out. Spit it out. I don't have all day. Just speak, It's so stressful. I'm getting distracted. I'm just like messing with things on my floor. Oh my gosh. How long have I been? 37 minutes of yapping is not too bad. I still think I want to try for an hour though. Maybe. I don't know. But I do have 2 videos that I'm working on. But again, it's a struggle to get started. Okay. And I was on a roll there with my gaming channel. I was uploading every week for like 6 weeks, 6, 7, 8 weeks. And then I was just like, I can't do it. Especially because I've been having issues with a specific game that I'm playing. It's so laggy and so buggy, but it's so beautiful that I want to finish it. I'm on the last episode. Okay, and I know that because I beat the game and then my PC crashed and then the file got corrupted. It was like an hour and a half of gaming footage. I was so mad. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I just won't. Maybe I just won't do that. Instead, I'll just wait or whatever. So I keep trying to go back into it, but it's still not working. I tried like turning things on and off. I've tried resetting the graphics card. Nothing is working. And it doesn't work like that with other games. Other games are completely fine. So I think it's just maybe like how this one was made. Because I had this issue with Finding Frankie as well that I played as well. It was just really laggy for whatever reason. But then I play other games. Like I Forgot, which I did play on this channel. And then something else on my other channel. No, I played I Forgot on my gaming channel. And then I played Deer Simulator on this channel. And those were completely fine. So I don't know. It's stressful. Is Tiff back? Is Tiff like here? Because I remember last time that Tiff called me, I was literally in my second round of my autism diagnosis interview thing. So I was like, I cannot, and then I forgot. I have this thing that I've noticed that I've seen in other neurodivergent spaces, specifically with ADHD and autism, where I forget that people exist, which sounds really bad, but like if it's not right in front of me, I forget things or people exist. So like if I have something that's due and it's not in front of me, I will forget that it exists. If I'm not talking to somebody, I forget that they exist. And so like, until like they reach out to me, I'm like, oh my God, how long has it been since I just didn't, do this thing? It's just like, it just leaves my mind. I don't know what it is, but I've heard a lot of other ADHD people have that as well. I don't know why that happens like it is, but it's not even like I'm doing anything. I'm just here by myself all the time, just watching YouTube videos or whatever, watching TikToks or, cleaning the house or doing stuff with my family once a week. And I just forget. I don't know why that is. I have to look into that, honestly. Because this is a really weird phenomenon that I don't know. Oh, she's home! Tiff! Oh my gosh, now I feel bad. I feel bad. But my car is broken. So I mean, technically, we do have two cars now because we got rid of one. I have a Honda now, like one that has like the fancy little like like car play thingy in it. It's so nice, but we got it from like a really shit dealership in the area, and we got to get it fixed. Something about it fixed. And so once that happens, we're gonna sell the other car, and then that'll be my car that we just use, I guess. Like my car. If y'all are ever thinking about getting a Jeep Patriot, do not ever. It's a hunk of junk. It breaks down like every 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Something else has to happen to it. So we're planning on just fixing the small issue that hopefully should only cost a few $100s to get the other one fixed, and then use that and then get rid of this one. And I will never have to look at that crusty bitch ever again. Oh my gosh. To have a car that's reliable, one can only wish, you know. And everything's so expensive. So expensive. Ah. I don't have a job because my car is not working, and because I can't work normal hours because autistic people can work normal hours and they can work like 40-hour work weeks. I am not one of those autistic people who can do that. I can't work 40-hour work weeks. I struggle so much. Again, five years of burnout at my other job, and I was only working 2 days a week at that point. I just can't do it. I can't do jobs that require that much out of me. It's such a, if I can't even do YouTube videos, like what do you know, I can't. No, it just doesn't work like that for me. You can drive? Wow. A license. What do you call it? I was gonna say NASCAR. That's not what that is. An independent woman. We'll just say that. Driving, I don't really like driving, but I like being able to go wherever I want or do whatever I want, you know. But the highway is still scary for me, especially with my hunk of junk car, because especially in the DMV, people like to drive like I don't even know what. Okay, they just be doing whatever. I saw a video of a person in Maryland, because of course it was in Maryland, where it was two lanes of traffic, one going forward, one coming this way. And it was like a railroad track kind of thing. And there was like the two thingies coming down, you know, to be like, hey, don't be stupid. There's a train. This person comes, like, there's like 5 people in line on this side. This person comes from way back here, comes around on the wrong end of the road, drives through the sticks like this, and then just goes. Do you not value your life? What is wrong with people? I have been hit almost like every time I've gone on the highway because people just don't care. They don't look, they don't use their blinkers. They're just like, oh, here's like a double white line. I'm going to just go for it because why not? It's just like the amount of times I curse or flick people off in cars is crazy. Which I probably should stop doing that because some people don't know how to just use their words, you know. So, and I value my life at least a little bit. So don't think I would do that. Um, Driving on the highway, I hate the highway, but it's so much faster. Like if you take back roads and stuff, like when I take my grandpa to dialysis, if I were to take the back road, it would take like over an hour, but you take the highway and it's 20 minutes. But it's so stressful. It's a gamble with my life every time. And like because of the issues with my car and stuff, it's just like I'm like driving like this. Not good. And you know, you try to ignore the weird creaky like weaselly sounds that your car is making on the highway, and you're like, you know what? I got this. You know what? It's fine. Because I remember, what was it, last year? I was driving on the highway behind a truck, and like a piece of like pottery or something came off the truck and went underneath my tire, and I sat. It was like February too, so it was freezing. I was sitting on the side of the road in the cold for 2.5 hours waiting for somebody to come get me. It was not great. Not great at all, because the tow truck guy took forever. And literally, he took so long that VDOT, the Virginia Department of Transportation guy, showed up before he did. I was like, and then he got mad because by the time he got there, the VDOT guy had been there. And it was like, sir, you've been like en route for like 2 hours. Do not be mad at me right now. What are you talking about? I hate tow truck drivers. They're the worst. The worst for no reason. I remember when we went to Virginia Beach last year for my birthday, with my mom and my aunt and my little brothers and my one cousin, and my mom's car got towed. It was she had to pay like $180 to get it back. Not great. Tow truck companies are just not good at all. An hour. hour away. Oh my gosh. I couldn't do well, I say that, and I did drive an hour away to go to a tattoo. And I do plan on getting a tattoo in Richmond. So I can't really say that I wouldn't do that, because for a tattoo I would. It's all about your priorities and things that you like. I normally just get like cheapo ones off what do you call it, off Etsy, because human interaction is not great for me. I can't sit there and like with somebody looking at me with bright lights and like all the other noises going on in a nail salon. I can't do it. It's so overstimulating for me. But that's what Etsy's for. Yeah. But like they've fallen off this hand. I've had two, but I've had them on for like 2 weeks, so I don't think that's that bad. But I can't glue them back on because this one popped off when I was washing my hair, and then I stepped on it and it snapped in half. So, yay! I only drive fancy cars, Toyota Highlander and RAV4, both pretty modern. She has a RAV4? Where did she get a RAV4? What? Making moves. I really need to like, I've been like looking online to get like other means of it. You know what? I might just have to start selling my feet pictures, because it's disability inclusive. You can do it from anywhere. You set your own hours. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur. I could just, do that. Should I do that? I might do that. For a video, I might do that. See how much money I can make in a month selling feet pictures. That's so gross. Why do people like feet? I mean, I know that like to a certain extent, things that you like in that regard is like, sorry to ruin it for you, but like apparently it's like genetic. So like whatever you're into, your parents are also into, which is like, not good. So I can like people who like feet, you can assume safely that their parents also like feet, which is like really, really weird. I don't know. Do I have to have like a theme or something? A foot theme? I don't know. It's spring. No, we're not in spring. What are we in? We're almost in fall. That's right. It's August. I did have a pumpkin spice pancake for breakfast. So it's my favorite time of year. Literally, fall time. I'm so excited. They're putting stuff out in the Halloween section already. I'm so excited. I love Halloween. It just makes me so happy. All like the coziness and the pumpkin themed things and the spiced everything. But I can't get it from Dunkin' Donuts anymore because we're boycotting them at the moment. So I'll just go to like Pete's Coffee or whatever coffee. I don't know what other coffee shops are in this area. Whatever. We'll do it. Whatever. Well, that's not good. Miracle, hello. I haven't talked to you in a hot minute. Thank you. I'm 26 now. Super old. Not that old. I don't think like in your 20s is really that old. I think you can start saying that you're getting old when you're in like your 40s, maybe. But up until then, because like I wouldn't look at my mom and be like, my mom is old, because she's not old, So I feel like it just depends. It's in the eye of the beholder. But I don't know. I don't really have any like goals, I guess, for my birthday or whatever. I don't really know. I feel like I probably should. But like all of the goals that I have are just like get a house, which is not going to happen. Get a new car, which is not going to happen. Or like get a catio for my cat, or go traveling or whatever, even though planes give me anxiety. So, because of course they do, because everything gives me anxiety. You're 29 on Friday? Your birthday's in August too? Seriously? Why do we have so many August birthdays in our family? That's crazy. I'm side-eyeing mom at the moment. Side-eyeing mom at the moment. Why? Why does that happen? I don't really think I have anything. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience, to be honest with you. I just don't, because people scare me. I don't know how to flirt. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like if you're like, we're at a bar, which I don't go to, and it's just like, hey, no, uncomfortable. No. I haven't had a lot of dating experience, and I haven't had a lot of anything romantic or in that sense experience, because I just don't know how to do it. Don't know how to talk to people, don't know how to flirt, don't know how to whatever, don't know how to interpret what people are thinking. So I just kind of stay away for the most part, because it's too much, and I get like overwhelmed very easily. We are both Leos. Dang. Only 5 days away from mine. That's crazy. I think towards the end of the month, we're going to go to, like, the family's going to go, not, I don't know how many of them, but we're going to go to Dave & Buster's because that's normally what I do for my birthday because I'm a child at heart and I love games, video games, arcades, things like that. I don't think we have any cool arcades down here, though. Hello? What are you doing? Can't see him, but he's right here. Jump. Hi. My cat. Being cat. Don't bite me. He doesn't like to be pet. He likes to do the petting. So every time I pet him, he kind of looks back like, don't touch me. But I'm like, but I want to love you. Let me love you. You know. I noticed, I think I'm technically demisexual, which means I don't find sexual attraction with people or romantic attraction with people until I get to know them. Because normally people that I've had crushes on are people that I've like seen a lot of or like feel like I have like a friendship with, you know? Interesting thing. Like I can't look at a picture of somebody like, I don't know, who, Chris Evans or something and be like, ooh, that's so hot. Like, no. I just don't feel that, you know. Do something together. Depends because money is tight. Everything is so, literally, why are like eggs still $5 at the store right now? What is happening? Everything is like ridiculous. Chocolate and coffee. I saw somebody make a TikTok and they went to the store for 1 pound of ground coffee and it was $15. What kind of nonsense is happening right now? What is that? Everything is just like, of course it happens when it's like our turn to be adults and then all of a sudden everything just goes to shit because, you know, why not? So why couldn't we have been given like the boomer generation where they just had everything? They could just do whatever. And they're like, we had it so much harder. In a sense you did, but like not fully. So, you know, it is what it is. We've technically gone through like 2 recessions in our lifetime, 2 or 3, because like 2008 and then, well, now. So, yay, so much fun. I love being an adult. Totally is not stressful at all. The worst, the actual worst. Paying bills sucks. Meeting people sucks. Making doctor's appointments sucks. Going outside sucks. Doing things for your mental health sucks. Everything sucks. Adulting sucks. Don't you judge me, young man. Don't you judge me. Staring at me. I feel like if I get to know somebody, I definitely would want to be intimate with that person, obviously, but not until I like, you know, got to. I tried the whole like, oh, just be a hot girl, just do whatever once, and I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. It's not for me. So to each their own, I guess. Everybody's different, but normally it's like I like people who don't like me back. So I don't know if that's like a thing or whatever, or like people that I don't know that I watch a lot about and I feel like I know them to a certain extent, like I don't know, like YouTubers or TikTokers and things that I'm just like, oh yeah, and then I like start to watch more about them and I'm like, ooh, I got a little crush or whatever, and then it's like, oh, they're taken, because of course they are. And then the one time that I had a crush on a girl in real, like not online, not like a person that I saw and I was like, ooh, I have a little bit of, not a girl crush, a crush. And because she had tattoos and she was tall and she was confident, I was like, yes. And then I was like, oh, how old are you? Because I wasn't like flirting with her yet, you know, but I was just like, oh, how old are you? And she was like 17. And I was like, no, we're not doing that. No. Luckily, she was just like a person who was helping from another store. So she just left. I was like, okay, cool. I will never have to see you again. Great. Because that's so awkward. Literally, I was just like, nope, disengage. Everything gone. Nope, not talking to you anymore. I'm sorry. I'll like give you advice on stuff, but I'm not talking to you like that. And so literally when I came in the next day, Ariel put on the board R. Nelly, and I was like, how dare you do that to me? I didn't mean it, you know, like immediately. It's really not that hard to not talk to minors. It really isn't. As soon as you find out that somebody is a minor, you just disengage, okay? Not difficult. I don't know why so many people think it's like the most difficult thing in the world, or like you're asking them to build a nuclear bomb, but you're really not, okay? Don't step on my cake. That's so rude. Yeah, I can't do it either. Can't do it either. It's so difficult. And like, I can't tell when people are flirting, or like universal autistic experience of just being nice to somebody and they think that you're flirting. And it's like, no, no. If I trust me, if I was flirting with you, you would know, because it would be the most painfully awkward crap you've ever seen in your entire life. Okay. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to interpret texting. I prefer, I guess, texting over calling because I hate phone calls, but I also don't like texting because I don't know how to communicate or articulate what I'm feeling. Putting things into words is very difficult, whether it's spoken or written word for me. But then also, in real life, it's also difficult. So it's like, well, then what do I do? I guess I just lock myself into a box and forget about it because, it's too much. I don't know. It's like, it's weird being like not having the same level of like dating experience as other people might, because you're just like, dang, I haven't done anything. I don't even know. Like, there's some people who are like, they've been together since they were like kids, and they've been together for like 11, 10, 12, 13 years, and they've moved in together and they have animals together. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what any of that's like. I don't know how to do that. Like, and it's a fear of like, when you actually do get into something like that, what would you do, and would you mess it up? Because I feel like I would mess it up, because I don't really know. But through my diagnosis, I'm trying to learn how to. It's not that autistic people don't know how to communicate; it's that we communicate differently, and expressing how I communicate differently to other people has been difficult, and like setting boundaries of things that I like and that I don't like is weird, because I've been a people pleaser my entire high masking people pleasing autistic person, undiagnosed most of my life. So that's not great. And by most I mean like literally all of it. So yay, wonderful. It's just, life is stressful. Life is so stressful for no reason. It doesn't have to be like this. Okay? We could all just like the billionaires could just equally distribute their wealth through everyone else, and then we could just all live in like a little fairy cottage in the woods with a pool and donkeys and ducks and a koi pond, and then just vibe. But they don't want us to live like that. I don't know why they don't want us to live like that, but they just don't. I think that's garbage. Really, I think it's garbage. But then, like, I don't know. No, yeah, that'd be great. What am I saying? I don't know. I'm gaslighting myself. I'm not living the dream right now. Hey, we've done it. We're like 58 minutes. So I think I'm going to light my candles on my birthday cake. I don't know where my cat went. He keeps disappearing. Beautiful. Okay, I think I'm going to put my dinosaur candles around the edge part, because I got a little, oh my god, if I drop this, I will actually piss myself because I will cry so hard. Look, she's beautiful. She was also like $20, which is crazy, but it's better than 70. So, a little stego. We'll set you right. Well, I like stegos. I kind of want to put them in the front. Okay, front. T-Rex. Not accurate T-Rex, but a T-Rex nonetheless. Am I putting these too close together? I don't know. Yes, I am actually. Like, way too close. I'm going to have to rearrange these Triceratops. The fact that they didn't put a Velociraptor in this is actually treacherous. Like, what do you mean? Moving these around. There we go. I think my favorite dinosaurs are not in order. T-Rex, Velociraptor, but not the Velociraptors that are in the, what do you call it? The Jurassic Park series, because those are not accurate at all. Real Velociraptors were only like 3-4 feet tall and like I think 6 feet long. Those 6'8" whatever things. They are raptors, but they're not velociraptors. I think it starts with a D or whatever. Velociraptors, T-Rex, because they're just terrifying and awesome at the same time, and Quetzalcoatlus, I think. And then there's another one. What's the one that has like, oh, Parasaurolophus or whatever it is? I don't remember. They have like a little like thing that goes like this, and their arms that go like this, and then they run like this. I don't know. That's not it's not accurate, but you know what I mean. I mean, you don't, because I didn't say what it was. I think it's Parasaurolophus. Questionable. I need to brush back up. My hyperfixation's changed, but you know, it's pretty much always been dinosaurs, because dinosaurs are awesome. If you don't like dinosaurs, I don't trust you fundamentally as a human being, because like, what is there not to like? They're so cool. What is this? Oh. And then 2. I guess I'll put this one in the strawberries. You can't see what I'm doing because it would literally just be nothing but crotch shot, and I'm not giving that away for free. Okay, gonna have to pay up at least $15.99 on the low. Okay, I may not know a lot of things, but I know how much my crotch costs. No. I rebuke that. We're not saying that. Okay. Wait. Gotta make sure it's the right way, because sometimes I don't know my right from my left. Let's just... Does that look weird? I don't know. Hold on. I think it's like just angled weird. Huzzah! Okay. Don't drop it. Jesus, don't drop it. Ta-da! My dinosaur cake. It's not as cute as my SpongeBob cake from last year. That was a struggle cake, okay? I made that myself with like my last $2 that I went to the store with. Not great, but we did it. So where's my ugly lighter? I'm so unpatriotic right now. What is this? I mean, I don't think I've ever been really patriotic, but let's be real. But let me make sure all these are up. Don't break it, because I will cry. Fire! I'm scared. This flame is humongous for no reason. Light. Light. Don't you come near this, Baba. Yay! Ta-da! It's beautiful. Oh my god, look, you can see the heat waves coming off of it. Oh my god, don't blow it out. Okay, my grandpa's gonna sing me happy birthday later. I'm not gonna sing happy birthday to myself because that's kind of sad, like high key. I was gonna say low key, but high key. So I'm gonna make a wish and blow up my candle, and then we'll end the stream. Okay, ready? Okay. Yay! I don't think it's a good idea for me to breathe that. I have chronic asthma. Maybe don't put that close to my face. No, my cat is going to destroy this. He likes 3 things, right? He likes whipped cream, milk, and butter. So if you have like whipped butter, he will just eat it. Don't you eat my cake, you greedy gut. Oh, donuts too. He likes donuts. If I have like a donut in like a package, he will literally just put his grubby little fat fingers in there and just start eating it. You are so rude. Leave me alone. Well, I can't show you because crotch shot, you know. No, that's for mommy, not for baby. You leave mommy's cake alone. Look at him. Guilty. Nothing but guilt. Okay. No, he put his whole face in me. My gosh, now I'm gonna have cat breath in there. You know what? Whatever. So I think that's gonna be it for this live stream because I reached I didn't think we were going to make it to an hour. I didn't think I had that much to yap about. I mean, it was the same topics really, but guess I had a lot to get out there. Pause? I don't know. Thank you for watching this live stream. It'll just be uploaded like all my other live streams as a video onto my channel because why not? Just because it's not live doesn't mean you can't watch it if you want to. So thank you for being here. If you like this live stream, then good for you. I'm trying to do them like once a week, I think, just to kind of get back in the groove of YouTube if I can, hopefully. And there's a moth going crazy outside. Oh my gosh. Look at him. I mean, you can't, but like, dang. He's going to get eaten, unfortunately, but circle of life and all that. So, I know Papa, he wants to go. Well, you can't see him, but he wants to leave. Can you see him? No, you can't. So, that's it for this live stream. If you liked it, then good for you. And I will see you in my next video or live stream somewhere in the week. Probably on my desktop, though, because that's easier. Bye!